We're continuing our barbecue series and it's time
to make 3 slaws.
3
different slaws, super quick, super easy, and super different.
Let's get to it.
Let's go. Our first slaw is a traditional mayo-based slaw.
We have a bunch of things here ready to go.
We're gonna make the quick dressing and then mix it all together.
All right, let's get to it.
Let's roll. 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. You can use white wine vinegar, apple cider vinegar. I personally really like the way the red wine vinegar tastes in this specific recipe. Lots of fresh herbs, parsley, 3 scallions. They were little, look like that. Little salt and pepper. 2 teaspoons of salt. And the last, a secret ingredient, about a teaspoon of sugar. It's not a secret. I thought it was a secret, but if y'all knows it's not a secret.
I know a lot of secrets. You can tell me everything.
Give me a lemon, girl. I am gonna start with 1/2 juice of a lemon in this. Mixing, mixing, mixing.
So we have about 2.5 to 3 cups of green cabbage, about 1 cup of red cabbage,
2 carrots shredded, and then we're gonna mix it in with our mayonnaise dressing.
And guys, this is already gonna be really tasty. You can definitely eat it, but it will taste even better after it sits a little bit. If you're eating in the next hour, just leave it outside on the counter. If it's the morning and you have a few hours, just put it in your fridge.
Massage your cabbage.
Get it on every part of the cabbage. You don't want to get a bite with cabbage that's
not dressed. Gotta grab it from the bottom, mix it up.
We're gonna put it aside and go to slaw number 2. Here we are in slaw number 2, and this one is gonna be an Asian cabbage slaw. It is absolutely perfect for any barbecue.
Yum.
We're gonna have sauce that we're gonna cook, roast some nuts, mix it all in, and
that's it.
We have about 1/2 a cabbage, depending on the size. In a small pot, you're gonna mix 1/3 cup sugar, 1/3 cup of oil. I'm gonna use safflower oil, not olive oil. White wine vinegar. You can use regular vinegar, which is what I've been using all my life until I learned otherwise. The white wine vinegar is just gonna be a little bit more delicate than the regular vinegar.
Got a softer side to it.
Yeah. And 1/3 cup soy sauce. There we go.
Third, and a third.
If you make more cabbage, turn the 30 into 1/2 or whatever.
It's just equal parts.
Equal parts. Now we're gonna head to the stove.
Awesome.
We're just gonna warm it up. You don't want it to boil, but just simmer it so the sugar melts. And you wanna continue stirring because you don't want it to become like a sticky caramel. You also don't want it to boil because the soy sauce can kind of burn and change the flavor a little bit, which is not what we want. Okay, you can see it's starting to bubble a little bit. So we're going to continue stirring. There's bubbles at the bottom, the little foam at the top, and that's a good sign it's going to boil very soon. So I'm gonna turn it off. All the sugar melted. It was really hot, so you don't wanna put it on the cabbage yet. So we put it aside to cool, and now we're gonna roast some seeds, and we're gonna start with sesame seeds because you don't need oil for those. I'm gonna get the pan really hot, and I'm gonna put a generous amount, and I'm just gonna let it be. Be careful, you don't want it to burn, and you can move it around a bit. Sesame seeds go really quickly, so don't walk away when you do that. They're already changing color. They're becoming sticky.
You're really just heating them up and toasting them up to bring the oil to the surface because it really promotes the flavor.
And I'm gonna put it directly on my cabbage.
We got fancy today, and we brought the black sesame seeds.
Our pan is super hot, so now it's really just gonna take a few seconds. They're already dancing around. So we're gonna add to our green salad. Now we're gonna roast the other seeds with a tiny bit of oil. Even though they extract oil themselves, it just makes everything a little faster. Really just a little. If you are using the same pan as the sesame, just make sure you clean the sesame because it will just burn as you're roasting the other seeds. I'm doing a bunch of seeds together. I have pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. I'm sure some chef out there is telling me, what is she doing? Roasting them all together, but they just need to be a little roasted. Gonna put our pine nuts, which I love, so I'm gonna put a bunch of it. And we're gonna mix it all with the oil. These will roast super fast. You'll see the pine nuts turning brown very quickly. So this is where you wanna be really careful. Do not walk away. And I have a lot here. You're gonna see these go into 2 slaws. And that's why I made so much. You see the color, especially of the pine nuts.
There we go.
They're going. We're gonna turn it off. Instead of making things difficult, I'm just gonna transfer all of this to a big bowl, just so it's easy to mix it. We are going to put all of the seeds in. This is about half of what you saw on the stove. The other half we're keeping for the third salad. Our sauce cooled down a little bit. It's still a little warm, but you can easily touch it, not a problem. You can make it well in advance, but now I'm just gonna pour it all and it's done. mix it, all of the sauce here on the bottom, so you can see it's definitely plenty. Everything is covered. Put it back in our nicer bowl. It's beautiful, it's delicious, but it really does need to cool down and sit a little bit with the sauce. Yummy. So we're gonna put it in our fridge and head to our third
Slaw number 3.
Our third slaw is...
My favorite color, red cabbage slaw. It's pretty purple.
It is purple. Why do Americans call it red cabbage?
No idea.
We are again going to transfer this, make your life easy, and mix in a bigger bowl. We're gonna add all the seeds that we roasted earlier for the second cabbage. Pumpkin seeds, sunflower, and pine nuts.
Woot!
We're gonna take carrots, and I'm gonna get them fairly thin because the cabbage is thin, and I want it to be a nice bite. 2 carrots in. Look how nice it looks. And we gotta add about a handful of chopped parsley. And now we're gonna make a quick vinaigrette.
Wonderful.
Awesome. In a small bowl, mix 4 tablespoons of olive oil and juice from 1 lemon. We're also adding 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. You can use honey instead, and crush 1 big garlic clove. And to kick this up a notch, we'll add between half to 1 teaspoon of cumin. And cumin is pretty dominant, so put a half teaspoon, then taste it even after you mix it in. And if you want more, just add more. I'm gonna put half for now, and we'll see how it goes. And a pinch of salt. I'm gonna do a big pinch because there's a lot of cabbage. We decided to double the recipe of the vinaigrette because we have quite a lot of cabbage here, and we might not use it all. Just take that into account that the basic recipe is for maybe half of a small cabbage, and we have quite a bit more than that. Mix it all in. See, I like to do this. Put the cabbage in. Helps you grab whatever is left. It looks so pretty.
It really does.
And I can smell the cumin with the lemon and some garlicky. And we're gonna mix it really, really well.
It's a good time to taste it.
Yeah.
Take a little.
Yum.
A little salt, a little lemon.
Yeah, definitely more lemon. I love lemon in salads. So we're adding some salt. I'm adding another half a lemon. It will enhance all the flavors as it sits a little bit. So we're gonna give it a half an hour, or whatever you have time until you serve your food. We're gonna transfer it. And this is it, guys. We are done.
3 slaws,
3 slaws.
quickly, different, and yummy.
I think it's time to go barbecue.
I think it's time to go barbecue.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're done cleaning up. I mean, barbecue in the city.
That was a lot of fun.
And the best thing about cleaning after a barbecue?
Slaw leftovers.
Hell yeah. Daniel's take on your, what, traditional mayo?
Traditional mayo-based coleslaw.
It got like a pink flavor.
A flavor? You can taste the pink?
That's yummy. Your secret ingredient.
Not so secret.
After the slaws sit a little bit, they taste even better.
They do.
It's like sweet and a little
Really good.
tangy. Yeah, I guess the surprising flavor about this one is definitely the cumin. I've been making these salads every single time that we barbecue. They're easy, it's quick.
The wonderful thing about the slaws is that they can go really well with other food that you cook in your kitchen. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
And they last nicely a few days.
It's like me, get better with age.
And this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
And let us know which one you like best in the comments below.
All the recipes are in the description. See you guys soon.
Ciao.